experience here too when you are at the IRL stage. And yes, that legend pick was real. We are seeing Luna on the Jaeyun, and these guys are ready to fight it out with Luna getting the first weapon. Let's see what Luna's greatsword is going to do to DaddyHiZo. And already we are seeing Luna being extremely comfortable with the options here.
Oh, just spacing out all of these side lights. That's such a good neutral tool for greatsword. Able to land with the down, and goes maybe thinking that he would like end up overshooting to get that reverse side light. Gets that neutral, and oh my god, was going for it all. I don't know what Luna was cooking with that GC Sig, but it was definitely nothing good.
Oh yeah, these options coming out from Luna are crazy right now. DaddyHiZo is struggling to deal with it. Luna also with the N6, trying to find some sort of KO here. Swapping over to the sword to get the KO, and that right there is why Jaeyun has such a potent weapon combination. You're able to rack up so much damage quickly on that greatsword, and then you have some of the most consistent kill options in the game as of currently on that sword.
Yeah, no, absolutely. The beauty of GS is that it's really good on the ground, maybe not the best in the air. It doesn't have the best jump callouts. You know what sword does? It's a consistent, stable weapon that sort of balances the volatility of GS sometimes. But right now, ooh, GS Lance, this is a really difficult matchup. It's so difficult to actually call out Lance zooming through the skies. That does not matter for Luma, who's going out there, spacing out a forward, sending out a bit of a nasty angle. Pops up with neutral again, and that's going to be the GC Ensig. Wow.
DaddyHiZo has been able to put a dent in Luna's HP, but it looks like they're having a little bit of a hard time here. Not really able to get any kind of good hits. Is gonna get that nair to be able to finally get that weapon throw. And if you needed a weapon to get a KO at kind of an early HP, if you're gonna go for something ballsy, an axe on Olgrim is exactly what you want, Dara.
Oh, absolutely. And try to come in with that falling fair. Doesn't get that side light there. Okay, gonna be coming back in with the forward. That's one little tiny soft spike. Oh, and just committing heavily. Luna not going to be able to find that quite yet. Trying to poke out with down air, but that wasn't a short hop fast fall down air.
I was just waiting for the D-Sig the entire time. That's what I mean. That's what you need with the Olgrim. If you're going to try and get a KO early like this, the Stair is coming out. This is the best opportunity for DaddyHiZo to get a KO, but that D-Sig isn't going to connect. Luna might make it back, and yes, he will. Beautiful exhausted recovery. Going to make DaddyHiZo a little bit scared, and it looks like DaddyHiZo is still going to get a stock.
Yeah,
so,
going to be able to clean it up with the same.
Yeah, not getting 3 stocked is a win in my book.
Yeah, this is a you took one stock off of Luna. GG's, I've won. I've won the psychological battle at this point. And now, okay, picking up greatsword. I'm interested why Luna's not going for like a lot of immediate chase dodges after the side light bridge. That's like typically the go-to option, but it does not matter. Luna is cooking. DaddyHiZo needs to find a way to be able to get back onto the stage. That's not going to be the option of choice. Down light, neutral, and wow, you know what? Disadvantage shade is kind of solid.
100%. Pretty solid coming out from DaddyHiZo. We're seeing a lot of work, but unfortunately it is not going to be enough. Luna is going to be taking down DaddyHiZo 2-0 on the stocks, and what a great start. But as you mentioned, DaddyHiZo was actually looking better and better there towards the end of the end of the set. That was more damage than we basically saw him do all throughout the first 2 stocks, I'd like to say.
Yeah, definitely opened off a little bit cold, a little bit slow, was picking up the pace as the match went on. I just feel like it's so difficult to match Luma's damage output. Luna just, was able to get so much off of just poking out a neutral with side light. Was really effective at catching jumps whenever he did get the sword. That is why Jaeyun is such a good greatsword character. And then also you deal obscene amounts of damage with GS. Sometimes you're like, wait, how many hits did I take? I'm already in the orange? How did this happen to me?
And it looks like Luna is going to stay on that greatsword. A W for all greatsword out mains out there, an L for overall humanity. But we are going to be on Miami Dome this time around. It looks like DaddyHiZo is not going to be changing up their legend at all here either.
Not at all. Going to be looking for that side, like committed to it a little bit too much. Avoids that neutral. Makes it back to center stage. Whiffs another side light, giving DaddyHiZo that opening to whiff punish yet again, twice in a row.
So far fairly even out here, but Luna just got his hands on a greatsword, and I'm looking at this greatsword. I know you really don't like the greatsword Lance matchup, but if it's in the hands of Luna, you know, this is looking dangerous. It appears as if you give Luna a greatsword in any circumstance, they're going to be able to shred their opponent.
Oh, for sure. But okay, going to be calling out that jump with the neutral, chasing Luna all the way out there. Coming back on with the neutral is going to be the opening. How do you actually get this juggle? Calling out jumps, getting a juggle going with greatsword is a little bit difficult. Neutral is such a good tool. GS in hand yet again. Now, oh, that was such a clever idea, Polly.
Yeah, I really like that GCNC coming out, you know, trying to trip up their opponent, but that's not going to be doing too much work. The dare on the greatsword though, that's finally going to be the KO. And now again, this is looking a lot better than the start of last game. DaddyHiZo is really starting to actually put a serious dent in Luna here.
Yeah, for sure. Okay, just gonna be trying to deny as long as possible. Finally picks up the X, calling out one jump, neutral into the recovery. Doesn't actually find that second one. Luna backing off a little tiny bit. Doesn't catch the dodge though. Hesitated too much after the sidelight glitch.
And light coming out, not going to be the KO. DaddyHiZo has taken a lot of damage. He needs this KO right now. And there it is with the dash jump Sayer staple move coming out from the Lance kit is going to find that KO onto Luna. And now Luna, I'm expecting something big to happen at any moment. I'm expecting Luna to wake up, and there it is. You see Luna going for it. Luna is hunting for something big.
Continues to keep hunting for something big, and honestly, Luna is not getting punished for it. Gets one for it. DaddyHiZo all the way off stage. Has to find a way to be able to make it back on, and eats that spike, eats that weapon toss. Luna cleans that second stock up.
Great recovery attempt though. Unfortunately, not going to be able to make it all the way back there. Luna being insanely skilled at edge guarding, of course. Now on the great sword, trying to weapon camp here a little bit, but DaddyHiZo is eventually going to get that lance. And yeah, so far, you know, doing actually seriously good damage onto Luna here.
Okay, and now just occupying that diagonal space is so important, but you have to make sure it's just far enough away from the neutral light, but not too far that you get whiff punished by like a dodge side light or something. But this is it. This is DaddyHiZo's stock to take at this point. Just waiting on the stage, being nice and patient. That's going to be the sale. That's going to be the stock. It is one apiece, and DaddyHiZo only in the yellow. This is a lot closer than I thought it would be.
This is very close right now, and definitely super doable for DaddyHiZo. He just needs a couple of big land strings here. He needs to be careful, because if Luna gets one opportunity, Luna is not going to mess that up.
Not at all. Okay, gets that one recovery. Setting up a juggle situation. Misspaces the neutral. What a whiff punish. What an outspacing. DaddyHiZo tries to jump back in, and ooh, eating that down light bridge. Okay, how do you actually make it back on? You eat that spike, but you got your jumps back. Wow.
Yeah, no, I was about to say, I feel like if you are against Luna in a circumstance like that, the moment he takes you off stage, that is the end for you. You are not going to be able to make it back. Luna is a demon at edge guarding, and he showed that beautifully right there, advancing into the winner's bracket here. And yes, you heard that right, winner's bracket. DaddyHiZo is not out of the tournament yet, Dara.
And I honestly love the way that DaddyHiZo was treating that last game, was getting a lot of damage off of some of those land strings that it's really notorious for. I just feel like ultimately, Lance is really good at recovering diagonals and from the side, right? Because it's pretty difficult to contest that hitbox. When it does come from above, all you need to do is position yourself and just toss a weapon. Because once they started holding onto that recovery, you know where they're going. It's going to be up, it's going to be diagonal. It's really exploitable position. You don't have the best vertical height, but you get really good horizontal height. And not height, just width and distance.
Yeah, 100%. In general, DaddyHiZo looking like he's in pretty good form today. Going to be exciting to see what his kind of run will be like in the eliminations bracket. On the other hand, we just got some very interesting information that Luna may or may not have a J on pocket pick, and if we get to see that later on the main stage, or maybe later down, you know, deeper into the bracket, that would be very exciting.
Yeah, definitely no complaints at all. Always a pleasure. Yeah, Luna killed it. Did an incredible job.